The spinning reel is something that every single fisherman, I don't care if you're bass, catfish, walleye, crappie, sauger, whatever people fish for, pike, muskie, every single angler has a spinning rod, and it's usually the first piece of fishing gear that we get as anglers growing up, or if you are older now and just picking up bass fishing for the first time, everybody has a spinning rod. They're the easiest to use, they're the easiest to maintain. They don't have near as many problems with backlashes as bait casters do. A spinning rod is just a great all-around fishing rod to catch whatever you want to catch. But putting line on your spinning rod can be difficult and can be tricky, and if not done right, can lead to those problems we want to avoid. In this video, we're going to talk about how to put fishing line properly on your spinning reel to become an efficient angler. My name's Tyler, and let's talk about it. Well, how's it going, guys, and welcome back to Tyler's Reel Fishing. My goal on this channel is to help you guys become better bass anglers with every single video that I make, and so if that describes you, somebody who wants to advance in their bass fishing skills and knowledge, hit that subscribe button because you have found the right channel. Of course, follow me on Instagram and all the other social medias that are going to be linked below. I'm posting a lot more daily content on those than I do here on YouTube, but especially this summer going into the fall, we're going to have 3 instructional videos out every single week for you guys to, of course, help you guys advance your skills and knowledge. And so in today's video, we're going to be talking about something that I've covered here and there on the channel, and I've definitely covered on the baitcaster side, and that is how to properly put line on a spinning reel to avoid potential problems. Now, you may go to Walmart and pick up a spinning reel that's already got line on it, and so if that's the case for you, great. But if you went to Tackle Warehouse, you went to lose.com or Walmart and got a spinning rod and reel combo, or either a rod separate and a reel separate, and put them together to make the combo like I like to do, you may be wondering what the proper way to put line on is, how much line you should put on your spool for proper bass fishing techniques. And so I want to talk about all that in this video. So the first thing I want to say is that your fishing line, much like on a bait caster, has to go on your spool tight. If you do not put your line on there tight, when you go to make a cast, that line is not going to be able to freely exit that spool and go down your guides and, of course, cast your lure out there, because it's going to have weird tension and lack of tension on that spool. So you want to make sure before you ever do anything, you have the right frame of mind to know that you have to put the line on there tight. That's the first tip I have for you guys. Tip number 2 that I have is that your line has to exit the spool the same way that it goes on this spool. So this is the spool of line from the store. This is the spool on my spinning reel. I have a Lose Custom Pro Speed Spin. It's $120. Incredible reel that Lose makes. I will have, of course, all this stuff linked below, from the rod, the reel, and the line. And we're going to talk about monofilament right now because a lot of you guys have monofilament, and you can even put straight fluorocarbon on your reels. But for guys out there that just want to put monofilament, I'm going to speak to you right now. I'm going to tell you at the end of this that I would not recommend using monofilament or even straight fluorocarbon on a spinning rod, and I'll tell you guys why here in a second. But if all you've ever known is throwing monofilament or fluorocarbon on a spinning reel, here's how to do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this line and you're going to thread it down all the guides and tie it to your spool. So to save you all the time, we'll just do a little quick, B-roll time lapse. Okay, so we have our line down there on the spool. We have cut the tag in very, very short, and so a lot of people I see, they just start spooling. So you're gonna put the spool on the boat or on the ground, and you're just gonna start reeling in. And what happens here is that you already have some of that line on your spool, especially extra deep, is really, really loose. And so the thing you wanna do, like I said, wanna make sure your line spool's on there tightly, because one thing that happens a lot with any kind of plasticky lines, with monofilament, copolymer, and fluorocarbon, is that, and I'll show that here in a second. I'm gonna spool up a lot of line for you guys onto the reel, and then I'm going to release the tension. So I'm going to show you guys what happens when you don't follow my advice. So we're putting it on tight right now, but you have to keep that tension on. So let's just say that we put a bunch of line on here. We're going to snip it off, and then I'm going to open up the spool and watch what happens. It's shot up like that, and if you move it at all, look at that. I'm barely touching the line, and it is like shooting off the spool. And that is going to cause all kinds of problems. So if you are somebody out there that wants to pause this video or end this video after I put monofilament on and just say, that's good enough for me, the tip for you is to make sure that if you're ever going to mess with the spool, you close that bail, you hold it with your fingers, And if any of that line ever comes back off, you make sure to spool it on there tightly. If you are spooling on monofilament or fluorocarbon and then tying on your lure, make sure that you are having that line tight because it has a tendency to jump off. And so with that said, I do not use monofilament or fluorocarbon on my spinning reels. And there is a few reasons as to why I do not use straight monofilament or fluorocarbon on my reels. One of those being it's super jumpy. The line can easily jump and shoot off your reel, especially on a windy cast where, let's say you have a lot of momentum into the wind, and then that lure gets slowed down by the wind. It's still coming off your spool really, really fast, even though the lure is not moving that fast, and it can cause a huge backlash or a huge wind knot in your line, which is just gonna cause problems. So I get away from all that by using tip number 3, braided line. I use 15 or 20 pound braided line on my reels, and that eliminates all the problems. You're gonna have a stronger line, a longer lasting line, a line that is not jumpy at all, and a line that does not matter which direction you spool it up. So if the line is coming off my monofilament spool this way, I want that line to be entering the spool the same way that the bail spins the line on. The braid doesn't matter. You tie that leader knot on there, you spin braid on there, and you're good to go. And then, of course, tie your fluorocarbon leader. So we're going to show you guys what that looks like. Now, when it comes to putting my braided line on my reels, I am going to use backing just like I do on a bait casting reel. So the amount of backing that I put on is really the majority of the spool. Because with a spinning rod, you can't really make like really far casts. I mean, if you put like a heavier jig head with a swim bait on or a heavier drop shot, you can make really long casts. But for the most part, you're not making a super long cast. And if you're using braided line, like this CR Smackdown braid, it lasts a long time. I don't change mine all year long. It is a very long-lasting, dependable, and durable braid. So the backing that I put on my 6 pound mono, again, making sure I put it on there very, very tight. And I'm gonna put on like I said, 3/4 of the spool, if not more, because that 15 pound braid is so thin in diameter. I mean, you're gonna go through more than an entire spool of braid, which is not cheap on a spool if you do not use backing. So even though I get free line, I'm sponsored by Seagar, the best line company out there, I still want to use backing to save as much of that as I can. So as you can see right there, that right there is about how much backing I put on a 300 or 3000 size reel. It's about 3/4 full right now. I'm gonna put actually, you know what, I'll put a little bit more on there, and then we'll get the connection knot to our braid, which is going to be a double uni knot, of course, as small as possible, because if you are casting to your connection knot between your backing and your main line, you don't have enough main line on there. So yeah, he was agreeing with me that we don't have enough main line. So we've cut our backing material. Again, we are keeping it relatively tight because I don't want it to jump off the reel. We are going to grab the main line here, my 15 pound braid. And you may think to yourself, 15 pound braid, that seems a little bit light. I'm just telling you, this braid is so high quality, so dependable. 15 pound is more than enough. Today, we've caught quite a big fish, and you'll see them at the end of this video here. On this exact setup right here, 4 or 5 pound smallmouth bass that are fighting really hard in current, and trust me, this line holds up just fine. You're not gonna use this spinning reel, this spinning rod setup for you know, frogs or Texas rigs. 15 pound is a little bit light for that, but for all finesse applications, I'm going to be using this. So I guess maybe I didn't differentiate early enough in this video, but this is kind of like a finesse thing. So I'm talking like wacky rig, drop shot, shaky head, any sort of traditional spinning rod techniques. And then of course, if you're fishing for walleye or crappie or bluegill, literally anything besides bigger bass techniques is going to be great with this exact line setup. So half of our double uni tied right there. Again, it doesn't have to be a super great knot, because if you were ever getting your line all the way back out of your spool, all the way down to the backing knot, you put way too much backing on there. So again, it's always better to verge on the edge of less backing than more, but at least putting some backing on there is gonna help you save some money on that braided line, because I got 2 full spinning reels out of my 150 yard spool of braid. So now we have our braid connected to our backing material, and like I said, braid doesn't have any memory to it, so it doesn't have to come off the spool the exact same way. You can literally just throw your braid right down there on the boat or on the shore, and actually I'm gonna get mine down here in the bottom of the boat, and y'all can see that I'm just spooling that braid up, keeping it as tight as I can. I usually like to put my hand somewhere up the spinning rod a little bit, and all you got to do is just spool that line on there, letting my spool fly down there on the floor. And the proper amount of line on a spinning reel is right where, at least most spools have it, a loose spool has it, where the color on the top changes from black to gold or black to red, whatever spinning reel you have, or there will usually be a line on the bottom of the inside of the spool that shows where your fishing line should not pass. And so I am right to the edge, a little bit more. Right there, of course, you want to have your spinning reel spooled up all the way, just like a bait caster, to get the best casting distance and to get the most efficient use of your gear ratio and your drag. We have it perfectly reeled on there. It is tight to the spool, and of course, braid is not going to be flying off. I mean, it actually takes me pulling it off the spool. I can't just touch it and it flies off. So braid, in my opinion, is a way better line when it comes to almost all the spinning rod situation. So now that we have all the braid on there, we're gonna tie our fluorocarbon leader, which I use an Alberto knot, an FG knot, or a double uni, whatever I'm feeling at the time. I've got a very detailed video on how to do that linked below in the video description, but I say we hop on the water, catch some bass on this exact spinning rod right here, and we'll see you guys next time on TRF. Here we go, we're dropping down, and he ate it. Oh, my bail wasn't closed, my drag's way too tight, way too loose. But we got him, boys and girls. We got the old small jaw. Got the old small jaw. Bring it in here. Bring it in here, my favorite rod and reel. Well, 7.6 medium light. Come on. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. Yes. Oh no, he's too big. He was almost too big to flip in. That right there. Gorgeous. Just smallmouth bass. Let's keep on catching them. I love it. We're gonna get you on one. You ready?
Yes.
You ready? He's right beneath us. Let me get the boat going this way. He wants to wait. Oh, here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Hop it. He's a Ned rig fish, dude. Get the Ned rig. That's crazy.
He wants to wait that bad.
He wants to wait that bad, yeah. So he does not want the drop shot. Oh, you're falling right in his face. Just let it sit there. Shake your drag, shake your drag. And he ate it.
Oh my god,
Break off
my reel. Oh my.
Oh, you got him. I knew it. I knew it. I don't know. Your bail is closed. There's a big one. Get off the center area. I'm gonna get the net. Oh gosh. This is gonna be such a cool fish, y'all. Holy cow. This is a big one. This is a big one. Yes. Yes.
Go, baby.
That's gonna be a new PB right there, brother.
That's a pig.
That's a new PB right there. And that right there is a lot different looking of a smallmouth. That is gorgeous.
Holy crap.
Holy smokes. That's gonna go 5 pounds, I think.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah, let's get the weight on this guy. Got the Ned rig. That fish right there, y'all, wanted the Ned rig. Didn't want the drop shot. Most fish on a bed in this spinning rod setup wanted up in the water column. That fish kept hitting the drop shot weight. So first cast with the Ned rig. Got that fish.
Nice.
That's incredible. Getting your new PB, I think.
New PB.
We got to beat what, 4.2?
Yeah.
He caught a 4.2 today. Now he's also gonna break that with this fish right here. Oh man. There we go. Got it. There we go. It's 5.02. Okay. It won't lock for some reason because we're in a little bit of waves here, but that right there, buddy, 5 pounder.
5 pounder.
5 pound smallie. We're gonna stick in the live well for one quick second to get a good picture because those spots are just beautiful, and then we'll let that fish go. Wow. What a stinking fish, buddy. What a stinking fish. Wow. Just pulling up to random shoals, catching big ones. Let's keep it going. That looks big to me, brother. Got him. Yeah. Nice one. Nice one. That was cool. There we go. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh, too much drag. I gave him a little bit too much. That was so cool. That was so dang cool. Another big one, folks. Another stinking big bass. I gotta get the net. I gotta come this way. Yes! Ha 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 ha! That one might go 5 pounds. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Okay, it might not go 5, but that's a good... It is tagged. No way. No stinking way. We caught a tagged bass. I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do, but we caught a bass that's got a tag in it. And this tag right here, let me clean off the slime. It says W something Fisheries Canada. We got a tagged fish. That is so dang cool. We're gonna take down all the numbers to make sure we have this thing recorded, but that 4-pounder right there is tagged. Maybe we want some money or something. I don't know, we'll find out. We found another big one. We're gonna stick the flogger down and y'all can see with the camera in here exactly what we're looking at. So we're going down and y'all can see right there. Smallmouth is literally beneath, straight this way. There we go. His fluke is dropping down. Oh, we got it. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, he's angry. He's looking at it. Sorry folks, so shaky. He'll eat it. Oh, there you go. We're shaking it. Where'd he go? Here he comes. Ate it. Oh, dude, he's grabbing it and spitting it back out. You're not at the bottom yet. There you go. Now you're at the bottom. Fish's bed is over here. He's a pretty agitated one, so he'll come over here to grab it if he's angry enough. Right there, perfect. Here he goes. And let it sit there. He's going for it. Oh, and he ate it. Yes, sir. That is awesome. That is cool. What you think?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bud.
Oh yeah, bud. Oh, what a beautiful fish. What a beautiful fish it is. Oh, get that belly. Oh no.
There. These hooks are so good.
There you go. Yes. Against the side of the boat and a belly. Good stinking fish, buddy. Look at that thing right there, y'all. Stinking big.
Gave her a dangle and she ate it.
That is great, man. Well, you can't beat it, can you?
Can't beat it.
Oh no.
Nope. Not up here in the north.
Oh, there she
There
goes.
she goes.
Oh.
Back to her home.
Oh, golly gee. Hold up, what did I see? Hey, there's a bass. There's a bass down there. And he wants to eat my finesse rig. Yes, he does. Yes, he did. And he jumped. And he slid. And he slides all around the place. If you're not subscribed, you're missing out. You are stinking missing out. If you're curious about the gear that I'm throwing, I already talked about it earlier in the video, but of course, it'll be linked in the description below. Checking that out and purchasing there helps me out a ton. And this is fun. This is one of my favorite places on the planet, y'all, to catch fish. My goodness. If not my favorite place. Probably my favorite place. Oh, man. Bring yourself in here. It's like this fish is like average, which anywhere else would be crazy. That a 3-pounder would be an average smallmouth. That is just nuts. And that hook every single time, I'm telling you guys, I'm talking about it in my drop shot video. It's such a good hook. Oh, goodness. See you, buddy. And that brings my fish count for the year to 397. We're trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. I need a lot of days like this to make it happen because I'm a little bit behind. But we'll see what we can do. Got him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think I'm recording. I'm not. That's okay. Are you recording back there? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Another one. This guy's even smaller though. No need to get the camera for this guy. We'll just go ahead and flip him on in the boat. Grab his lip. Get him off. He wasn't getting off. That's pretty crazy. There we go. I love it. I love it. I love you. You're my favorite. Mwah. See ya. Small guy. Saw a white spot. Flip to it. Chill, chill, chill. Oh my gosh, holy cow. He was tail walking across my boat deck. Oh, a male and a female. Whoa. together forever. Here we go. Got her. There we go. Yes. Yes. There we go. Alrighty, folks. What a way to end the video on hopefully a big fish back here. Come on. Bring it up here. Bring it up. Oh, beauty. Beautiful fish. Beautiful, beautiful angel. Oh, yes. All right, there, folks. Some New York gold. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. If you learned something from the first part of the video and were entertained by the second half of the video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I love catching big bass for you guys and teaching you how to do it for yourself. My name's Tyler, and we'll see you guys next time right here on TRF.